Today, I'm going to show you a super simple and quick way to add over-under drive, and not only over-under drive, but over-under drive with adjustable rates to your Cross Demon. Stay tuned. What's going on, guys? Uncle Lee, bullgearrc videos, and this is my Cross Demon FR4 RTR. Now, the mod that I'm getting ready to show you guys, I didn't originally plan to do to this truck. I had it in mind for another truck, and that truck is going to be a little more tricky than this truck. This truck, this Cross, this modification was so easy, so simple. It was like it was made for this truck. It was a piece of cake. I think putting over-under drive into this truck this way is easier than changing out, for example, a front ring and pinion gear or a pinion and spur. So let me show you what we got, guys. Now this is the transfer case that comes in the FR4 Demon. As you can see, we got inputs and outputs go in both directions. This is a feature that Cross does so we can flip the rear axle over and eliminate torque twist if we want to. Now this one, this is a 1-to-1 ratio plastic case. Let me show you what I've done. Turn this thing around here. Let's get this battery out of the way. Okay, guys, so we removed the battery tray. 2 screws here, 1 screw in the back. And look at that right there. That, guys, is the RC 4-wheel drive under-over transfer case. Now, this one has 6 gears. It has 3 in the front, it has 3 in the back. So what this transfer case does for us, guys, is to the rear, along this side, we have a 15, and a 22 tooth. So this gives us a reduction going to the rear axle. It's a 1.47 reduction. This is 1-to-1. So this is slowing us down in the back. The good thing, or the thing that's unique about this, is that in the front, it comes with a selection of different gears that we can install in here. And that gives us, I think, 6 total gear ratios that can be chosen for this. With we can go the same drive front and rear, which will give us an overall reduction in gearing, which is kind of what I'm looking for, because that gives me that nice slow speed control. But we also have the option of changing the gear ratio here, so we can add overdrive to the front. I think there's 5 different ratios, and let me get that and I'll tell you exactly what these ratios are. With the stock gearing in the front, we have a 15 and a 22. Now if we change that, we can put in a 17 and a 19, and that gives us 27% more drive to the front than to the rear. We can go with a 16 or a 20 tooth combo. That makes the front drive 33% faster. We can do a 19 and a 17 tooth combo, which makes the front drive 42% faster. We can do a 20 tooth and a 17, which makes the front drive 57% faster. And then we can also do a 20 and a 16 combination, which is going to give us 67% more drive to the front tires than to the rear tires. So with all these different gear ratio combinations, what this means, if we change tire size, if we're using a big tire, we can reduce the overdrive to the front. If we're using smaller tires, we can increase the overdrive to the front, get a tighter turning radius. Like I said, we're also getting a little bit more gear reduction, so we're going to have more torque for climbing. This, to me, guys, this is a great upgrade. I wanted to do it to my other truck, like I said, but this thing almost fell into the cross. Now, what did we have to do to put this in here is real simple. We basically drilled 2 holes. These are the standard holes for our cross transfer case. We drilled 2 holes in the center. As you can see, maybe if we got enough light, 2 holes, 2 screws, it bolts right in. I think it might go into the cross easier than it does into the RC 4-wheel drive trucks that it's meant for. So yeah, this is like I said, guys, this to me is a no-brainer. Now, what I did also have to do, this battery tray comes with a couple slots that are crossed here. I cut them out with my little Sharpie there, let it lay down over the transfer case a little bit. My front screws still come in, but we have probably a 1/2 inch in the back where we're raised up. So, in my opinion, I normally run a full-size battery pack. So this normally sat down at an angle, so we might have raised our center of gravity a little bit. I don't think it's enough to hurt it, but to compensate for the lower gear ratio that I'm gonna get, and for the back of this being raised up a bit, there goes my phone, I think what I'm gonna do is just run a 3S shorty pack. That's gonna compensate for the lower gearing, and it's going to keep my weight more up front, and that's going to, I think, overcome any center of gravity raising that we might have got right in this area here. Now, what if, guys, you don't want to drill these holes in your transfer case mount? Well, there's an option for that. I had James over at Jim's Garage design this for me. And what this is an adapter plate. It's made specifically for the RC 4-wheel drive under-over transfer case. And it bolts right in here. It sets right down into this little square. On the bottom of this is a little square. It sets right down into that. These are countersunk in the back, so you can screw the transfer case right to this and then put the plate right in place, and then screw the plate right down into here. Now, the reason I didn't do that is because that raises the transfer case up another approximately 5 millimeters. So I wanted it to be as low as I could get it. But this is an option that you can get if you don't want to drill any holes. But drilling holes is a pretty simple thing. So let's check out the overdrive. So there you have it, guys. Over-under drive, adjustable gear ratios for your cross demon, and yeah, it's a cool little mod. I can't wait to get this thing out on the rocks and test it out. Maybe test some different ratios out and see how it does for us. And yeah, we'll let you know how it does. So in the meantime, I'm gonna leave a link in the description below to the RC 4-wheel drive over-under transfer case, and I'll also leave a link to Jim's Garage in case you might want one of these little adapter plates and just make it a bolt-in option. And till next time, Uncle Lee, bullgearrc video saying I'll see ya.